What if one of the most famous poems ever written held the secret to peace in a world of endless panic? A roadmap for strength when you're weak and hope when life feels utterly hopeless. You've probably heard these words before, but too often they're recited at funerals, spoken as a farewell. But King David, the very shepherd who wrote them, didn't write them as a goodbye. He wrote them as a guide for living. This isn't a psalm about facing death. It's a powerful manifesto for navigating every season, every storm, and every victory on this side of eternity. When you truly see Psalm 23, verse by verse, it's like following a spiritual trail map from God's abundant provision through the dark valleys of fear to the ultimate security of His eternal presence. This isn't just a poem, it's an immersive spiritual journey. Comment below with your favorite verse from Psalm 23. I'd love to know which one speaks to you the most.
The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. David doesn't start with a plea. He starts with a declaration of confidence. He doesn't say, "The Lord is a shepherd," as if he's just one of many. He says, "The Lord is my shepherd." That small two-letter word, my, is the heartbeat of this entire psalm. It makes God personal. He's not a distant deity. He's a close, caring guide who knows you, hears you, and provides for you. When God is your shepherd, a curious thing happens. Lack loses its power. You stop defining your life by what you don't have and start living in the overflowing abundance of who is walking with you. It's a shift from, "What can I get?" to, "What has He already given me?" He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters. This verse isn't just about finding a nice place to sit. Sheep are notoriously restless. They only lie down when they feel completely safe, free from fear, hunger, and predators. That's the profound rest God offers. Not a restless survival, but a true, deep peace. We live in a world of endless deadlines, relentless noise, and a constant feed of anxiety. We're led to rushing currents, but God leads us to still waters. Not raging rapids, not a torrent of to-dos, but calm, refreshing, and profoundly safe waters where our souls can finally breathe. When the shepherd leads, frantic panic is replaced by an unshakable inner peace.
He restores my soul. He guides me in paths of righteousness for His name's sake. This isn't just about a quick fix, it's about radical healing. The word restores here means a complete turning back, a true renewal. God doesn't just recover what was lost, He rebuilds what was broken by life, guilt, and pain. And then He guides us. Notice it's not just any path, but the right one. Why? Because His reputation is on the line. Your shepherd's name is your guarantee. That means you are never truly lost, even when you feel it. He won't allow you to stray forever because His very honor is tied to your journey. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. This is the turning point of the entire poem. The scene shifts from green pastures to a dark, menacing valley. But notice the subtle yet profound change in David's language. He no longer says, "He leads me." He now says, "You are with me." When life gets dark, God becomes closer, more personal. The valley is a real place, but it's not your final destination. You walk through it, not into it forever. And what about the shadow? A shadow can't hurt you. It exists only because light is nearby. When you're in the deepest, darkest moments, you're never alone. Fear loses its grip when you realize your shepherd is walking right beside you. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My cup overflows. This verse is a radical, stunning image. God doesn't just deliver you from your enemies, He honors you in front of them. Imagine your critics and adversaries forced to watch, helpless, while God sets a lavish banquet just for you. This is a moment of divine favor, right in the middle of a battlefield. And the oil? In David's time, shepherds would pour oil on their sheep's heads to protect them from disease and parasites. Symbolically, it's a blessing, a healing, and a special calling. And the cup, it doesn't just fill up, it overflows. That's the nature of God's blessing. It's not just enough, it's more than enough. It's an abundance that spills over, meant to be shared with others.
Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. David brings this epic journey to a close where every story with God ultimately leads. Security and permanence. You're not being chased by fear, regret, or shame anymore. You are being followed by goodness and mercy. Think of them as two faithful companions, always there. Goodness, God's provision for your today. Mercy, His forgiveness for your yesterday. They're right behind you every single day of your life. And when the last day comes, you're not left wandering. You don't just visit, you get to dwell. You have a forever home with Him. That's not just comfort, that's an unshakable, eternal confidence. So the next time you hear or read Psalm 23, don't just hear it as words on a page or a verse for a funeral. Walk it as a promise. It's a powerful story that tells us God provides when we lack, gives rest when we're restless, restores when we're broken, protects us when we're afraid, honors us when we're opposed, and secures us for all eternity. Because the same shepherd who led David still leads you today. What part of this psalm resonates most with you? Let's keep this conversation going. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss the next breakdown like this one. God bless and keep you.